Hey guys, it's Melody, and Zoe, one of the girls on this channel, wants to start running, and she asked me some tips and stuff for starting to run and like for beginners and everything, so I decided to make it into a video because I know a lot of people have these types of questions. So let's get started with tip number 1. Make sure you stretch. This prevents you from being sore and stiff the day after you run and also prevents against injuries. If you don't have enough time to do like a full-on stretching exercise, that's okay. Just focus on your legs and just do a little bit. A little bit helps a lot. Tip number 2, make sure you get enough sleep every night. If you get less than 7 or 8 hours of sleep, you are not going to feel good when you run, and you're not going to want to run at all. I'm looking at you, Zoe. Tip number 3, get good shoes. If you're doing long distance running, which is like 4 to 5 miles, maybe even more, almost every day, you're gonna want to get new shoes every 4 to 5 months. My favorite type of running shoe is extra padding Nike brand. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I know it's from Nike, and I know it's like labeled under long distance. If you don't have good shoes, you're gonna get injured. It's just a rule, so make sure you have quality shoes so you can protect yourself from injury. Tip number 4, stay hydrated. Tip number 5, eat right. If you eat things like Oreos and chips and chocolate every day, you are not going to run well, and you're probably going to barf at least once while you're running. Have a good sized meal about 3 hours before you run. Don't like stuff yourself, but have like a medium sized meal full of things like fruit and carbs, any carbs that are healthy, not from like cupcakes or anything. And have a snack after you start running, but don't eat a lot. Even a couple bananas is probably the most you should be eating before you run, because cramps and throwing up are not fun. You don't necessarily have to eat vegan or high carb, low fat or anything to be a good runner, but I highly recommend it. It makes it a lot easier to get yourself motivated, and you just have more energy to do well during your run and other exercise. Tip number 6, find a soft surface to run on. Whenever you have the opportunity, run on grass, a track, a treadmill, just anything but concrete basically. If you're running 5 miles or so on concrete day after day after day, you're gonna develop shin splints really fast, or something worse. Tip number 7, run outside. It doesn't get boring as quickly if you run outside, and you will like running a lot more if you run outside rather than on a treadmill. Tip number 8, look for a training plan for beginners or whatever level of fitness you are online. There's plenty of them, and any advice from a professional is probably needed if you're a beginner. Do not hop on a treadmill or go outside and start running expecting you're going to be able to run 5 miles in 30 minutes. It's just not going to happen. You're just going to injure yourself if you keep trying to do that. Start with what feels comfortable for you. Actually enjoying the process of running is also very important, and if you go outside and kill yourself every single day trying to run times that other people that are like have been doing it for years are trying to do, you're not gonna like it. Tip number 10, this one's about running clothes. Pretty much everyone knows what fitness clothes are. Wear something loose and comfortable and breathes well, unless it's like really cold where you are. Don't wear jeans and a nice shirt. I know people who run in jeans. Why would you do that to yourself? Wear a t-shirt and athletic shorts. It's way more comfortable and actually makes sense to be wearing while you're exercising.